In this video, we are going to do chapter 1.3 from the pre-calculus book on page 196. Now, starting off with problem number 17. Here we need to determine whether the graph of each of the equation is symmetric with respect to y-axis, x-axis, origin, or more than one of these or none of these. So this problem number 17 is y equals to x squared plus 6. In order for the function to be even, if we plug the value of negative x in the function, we should get it as the same function. And if we put the value of x as negative x, and if we get it as negative of the function, then this function is an odd function. This is even. Okay, having said that, let's move on. Now I'm going to put negative x in this equation, which gives us y equals to negative x square plus 6, which is same as x square plus 6. You are actually getting the same equation. Therefore, f of negative x is same as f of x. Therefore, we can say that this function is even function. Now let's go ahead and graph the equation and see how it looks like. We are going to make a little table, x and y. When we put the value of x as 0, we get y as 1. Put the value of x as 1, we would get x as 7. Negative 1 gives us, we plug the value of negative 1 in this equation to give us again 7. When we put the value of x as 2, we get 2 squared, which is 4. 4 plus 6 gives us 10. Negative 2, if we put the value of negative 2 in this equation, we again get 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. Now accordingly, let's go ahead and graph it over here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be now 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. 2, 3, 4, negative 5. I see that we are not going in the, our values are not, the y values are not over here, so I'm going to just leave it as negative 5. However, we have to go up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, so the first point is 0, 6. 0, 6, 1, 7, 1, 6, 7, 7, negative 1, 7, negative 1, we come and 7, we come somewhere here. 2, 10, 2, 10, negative 2 and 10 comes here. So if we were to graph it, we get the graph like something like this. And if you were to fold your graph along the y-axis, you can see this side is a mirror image of this side. Therefore, this equation is an even function and it is symmetrical along the y-axis. Moving on to the next problem, problem number 19, which is x equals to y squared plus 6. In this, again, we go ahead and plug the value of x as negative x, which gives us negative x equals to y squared plus 6. Go ahead and multiply negative 1 on both the sides, which gives us x equals to y squared plus 6 with a negative sign outside the parentheses. I leave it as it is because you can see whatever is inside the parentheses is same as the original function. Therefore, your f of x equals to negative or f of x. Therefore, you can say that this function is an odd function. And if we were to graph it, I'm going to do the graph over here. But before doing the graph, let's do the table. X and y. So if you put the value of x as 0 in this equation, what do you get? You get x as 0, you get is, well, you get a negative number, so this will not work. Therefore, let's take the value of, let's do it the other way. Let's take the value of y as 0. What happens with, if you take y as 0? You get x as 6. Let's take y as 1. We would get as, if you get, you'll get it as 7. Again, negative 1 would give us 7. Negative 2, sorry, yeah, let's do negative 2 first. Negative 2 times negative 2 gives us 4. 4 plus 6 gives us 10. And if we do 2, we would get a positive 10 again. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Negative 10. And we might have to go over. Okay, let's see what happens. 6, 0. You have 6 and 0. So first point is over here. 7, 1. So you have 7, 1. Second point. Then is 7, negative 1. You get 7 and negative 1. So your second point is over here. 10, negative 2. I guess we are going beyond over here. So 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10, negative 2. 10 and negative 2 is over here. 10 and 2. 10 and 2 is over here. If you can see, the graph is a parabola which is symmetrical along the x-axis. So if you were to fold it along the x-axis, it's a mirror image of each. Therefore, this function is symmetrical along the x-axis. Okay. Now going over to the next problem, the problem number, we are doing number 23. So the problem number 23 is also the same, similar one, which is, let's see if I am in the zone. 23 says y equals to 2x plus 3. Let's see, if we were to put negative x in this equation, what happens? The function becomes f of negative x gives us 2 times negative x plus 3, which is negative 2x plus 3. This and this are not the same. They are different. So it's neither. But if we were to graph this equation, well, how would it look? X and y. For the x is, if your x is 0, go back to this equation and put the value of x as 0. You get y as 3. If you put y as 0, you would get it as, well, you'll get negative 2/3. Let's take x as 1. If x is 1, you get y as 5. And if x is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. Now I'm going to go ahead and graph it on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. 2, 3, 4, negative 5.